and we don't normally say this about Jin compositions, I feel like Gen.G's comp is extremely well-rounded, whereas KT's composition, like you mentioned, you and I kind of felt like, okay, the Ornn plus the Yone is a little bit weird, but it still can work.
Man, he's so in the zone. We got a little dive brewing here. And let's see who does get the aggro. It is going to go over to Duro, and a ton of damage already comes out. The CC layering was perfect as well. Very clean dive to pick up first blood here for Ari versus Yone is bound to happen. And that does mean that maybe Gen.G can look for the Drake. We do have a trade up on the top side, actually. Fire going both ways as Ornn, a couple more autos, he'll get it. He had to flash, but he flashes late and dives to Duck Dom. I mean, just the fact that Duck Dom's top two, it feels like KT knew that they were not going to fight over the Drake, so they just say, well, we'll just give it up.
It's a lane swap bonus, you know? Duck Dom's going top side, he gets a huge kill.
Keen does not have flash, and he's very far up the lane and just dies again. So that is going to be now 2 kills to Duck Dom. GG.
A group for grubs.
We have generous Giga Chat, but we also have Grub Group. All right, we got the Grub Group for the Grubs.
Gen.G's grouping faster, man. They're the Grub Group.
Their Grub Group is better. It is greater. We're going in on to Peter, who does not have that flash, but he is Recon. So, nice little play. Get some health out. Meanwhile, Perfect's just chunking the turret.
That's what Grub Groups do. If somebody ever invited you to a Grub Group, I'm trying to invite my solo queue teammates to when I play jungle.
Team.
He's got Swifties.
Yeah. And now they are looking for Cuz, who is not in a good spot. And over the wall goes Duro, and this time...
Give me a second.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing.
Dragon.
Duro is, and again, looking for an engage angle here. BDD is super deep. He is in trouble.
Yeah, we got Shinzao here. Canyon elects not to block it, even with his ult and flash available. They want to turn on to Perfect instead, who is Ornn. And you know what? With enough CC, they can get that job done. They say, let's just start from the front, and then we'll go to the back. And now Canyon's going to use his ult. Peter in a lot of trouble here, although Toby in a bit as well, but it was a bait all along as Cuz goes in, and he will go down immediately, as now the engage comes in on a BDD, who is not going to get away. And we still have Jin ultimate. And one more shot will do it. He's not going to hit either of those, but it's fine. He's got Duro, who is emoting under the turret, and Gen.G take a massive.
So they do get the Herald as well. On top of all of this, all of the kills, it looked so good for KT until it didn't. And BDD, he gets out of the initial exchange because the block doesn't happen for Canyon. But unfortunately for Perfect, man, he didn't know, but doesn't going down as he joins late. Yeah. Perfect didn't know.
Yeah, well, Peter's dead. Very sad. Nobody wanted to see that. But it's reality, and that means that Gen.G is going to take down the Drake. And this is quickly turning into Gen.G, who, a little bit of a slow start, but they didn't lose a beat. They didn't skip a beat.
No, they certainly didn't. And I think it goes back to the draft for me a lot. Like, this Rel pick is doing everything, and then the follow-up from long range from Ruler, the Chovy engage, the engage from Canyon, it has both damage but also insane power from so far away, and when you can read the map as well as Gen.G, it is really easy to get those punish catches. I mean, there were some mistakes from Keen, but that alone isn't going to win you a game. It's 2 kills on a Rumble, and you're going to have to play the map a little bit better. And Peter's looked for some good engages. It's not even like he's having a bad game. Just the Duro having a little bit more impactful of one right now.
Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. You're going to be playing out of your mind, but sometimes the enemy team is just better. Gen.G as a team are almost 5,000 gold ahead.
Yes,
in
that
20 minutes.
That part is pretty problematic for KT Rolster right now.
Still have the Rift Herald, and they're just going to throw that into mid. Canyon is under no danger here, even with everybody here. And the Spear's not going to hit. The turret's going to go down as well. Chovy looks for it, gets Duck Dom, gets the cleanse out. And now will they go for the follow-up engage? BDD goes in, but he's just kind of dying at the same time. As now the full engage comes in from Duro. The follow-up not quite there, but now the Jin ult over the top is going to get the snipe. And meanwhile, down goes the Recon. BDD barely lives. As we got another route here, it is turning into a slaughter from Gen.G.
Yeah, unfortunately, Peter's attempt to save the play there with his ult is just not good enough. And I think that was what KT was really trying for, but Keen's ultimate gets a decent amount of work done, and just 2 kills. They don't get the inner turret, but they have their eyes on a bigger prize here in the Otacon. As Keen shows up and says, all right, well, they're all burning now. Perfect solo ults Chovy when the fight is lost. As Canyon gets into the backline here and takes BDD down to like 2% health. And that's Herald, or sorry, Otacon, through Herald.
We got a little play in the bottom lane here. Duro might be in a little bit of trouble. We'll see if that escape room experience can help him out. He is going to live, and now the follow-up is coming through. A little bit of a TP, but a bit far away from the play, so not going to be able to force it here. Is Gen.G. Keen now down his teleport.
Yeah, he made a club for dodging called the Dodging Duros.
Ah, okay.
So he dodged a lot.
After joining so many clubs, he made his own club.
Yeah, he wanted one.
They're engaging on a canyon for some reason. I don't know why they would do that. This deep in the jungle on top of an equalizer.
Oh, God, Valdez.
Cover your eyes. This is not safe.
I think KT are ready for game 2.
It's Hextech Soul, guys. 2 minutes.
Can Hextech Soul allow Duro to keep BDD in place?
Can Duro solo BDD?
Not quite. I don't think he was in that club, but
Chovy has 0 kills, by the way. Just want to say slacking. I'm not very impressed.
009.
Yeah.
And it's not James Bond's number.
No, it's not. Trying to kill Ruler here. I think BDD, that was really his only... And, you know, last week they did win 2 series in 2-1 fashion. So... I think after that good week, you know, unfortunate timing to hit Gen.G. If they had lost to BNK, we'd be singing a different tune. But that is not the case here. BDD is going to snap back. We have the Ornn for disengage. Don't see that every day, as now the follow-up comes in from Chovy. We do see the Feather Storm, but he immediately dies after the Feather Storm. And the Xayah does not really help herself at all. It's just a clean ace. Everybody dies. The game is over. They still have Hextech Soul. Let's go next.
Yeah, I think... I'm personally ready to move to game 2. I think KT, all 5 members probably at this point are ready as well.
You're a game 2 timer?
Yeah, actually there was a game 2 earlier and there's going to be another one now.
Yeah, exactly. We almost had a game 4. That was crazy.
Pretty insane performance from everyone here on Gen.G, but got to give Duro a big shout out as Peter's trying to slow this one down.
Oh, they almost got Keen.
Almost.
Yeah. Keen was the only person who died in this game for Gen.G. 19-2 is going to be the, actually 20-2. It's going to be the final score. Gen.G make it quick and painless.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.